What's up, YouTube, and welcome to yet another episode of the Canna Toolbox. Today, our episode is about being active, getting active out there in the movement, helping support a cause, and doing something. We've got a stigma wrapped around cannabis as well as stoners alike, or cannabis enthusiasts, whatever you prefer to be called. And we need to break that. And I was sitting there watching some videos today, and it's something that's been weighing on my mind. And I see on social media all the time people saying, hey, you know what, I'm a supporter, I do this, I do that. Well, that's all great, guys. But are you helping the right groups, the right causes, the right movement? And that's what I wanted to touch on today. Not saying that the people that I list here today are necessarily the biggest, the best, or doing the best things for the movement or the medical cannabis movement. But this is just my personal opinion. One is the NORML Group. It's a nationwide organization. It's the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws. And as I know them, they are nationwide. They have done tremendous things, and they are constantly doing events all around the U.S. There's multiple little chapters which we have started or are in the process of starting a Northeast Florida NORML chapter. So again, like I always tell y'all guys, keep a lookout for updates on stuff like that. But NORML, they're one of the biggest advocates and probably one of the most well-known out there. And like I said, if you can't donate time and get out and get petitions signed and help with events and stuff like that, there's always the monetary side of donating. Of course, these companies or these organizations are non-profit essentially, and most of them really are non-profit. And they need the help, they need the funding. And any way that you can help is always awesome. Another group that I'd like to touch on is LEAP, which is Law Enforcement Against Prohibition. Guys, these are men and women, veterans and active police officers, agents of the government and stuff like that, just law enforcement in general that are against the prohibition of marijuana. They see it as a lost cause, and there's really nobody getting hurt in the sense of things when it comes to cannabis. We're wasting more taxpayers' money and more time putting nickel and dimers in jail for little bags of pot. Come on guys, it's completely stupid. And it's a waste of time, effort, and valuable resources, to be quite honest. Another one that I would like to touch on is Parents for Pot. It's another nonprofit organization that's out there to help for parents that have children that are afflicted with some kind of illness that, of course, marijuana or cannabis, I hate using the word marijuana as it is a slang term, but cannabis, if their child, or they believe that wholeheartedly that their child could benefit from it, why not allow it? And something else I can't stress enough, guys, is when I say get active, I'm not necessarily talking about your state. If you're in California, you know what, things are legal on your end. If you're in, Colorado, things are legal on your end, guys. At least for the most part. We still have a whole nation to worry about. Yes, it's great that certain particular states have made it legal and made that step forward and made it possible for all of us. But get active around the nation as well. I get that you can't get out and get over to the East Coast from the West Coast just to go to an event or something like that. But spread the word. Share the information on social media. Get it out there. Let people hear it. Let people know about it. But Parents for Pot, like I said, that's one of those groups that it essentially is help and support for parents that are dealing with children that are afflicted with epilepsy, seizures, stuff of that nature. And then as I was watching some YouTube videos today, a buddy of mine from the Stoned Alliance, Fester Dresser. What's up, bro? He's been trying to turn me on to this My THC box for a while. Gave me a shout out in one of his videos, and I really enjoy it. Dude's a character, man. If y'all aren't subscribed yet, swing by, check out some of his videos, and you'll see what I mean. The man's absolutely a trip, and got some really good videos as well. But yeah, he's been trying to get me on this My THC box kick for a while. And if you don't know, My THC box is a monthly subscription company for cannabis and cannabis enthusiasts. There you go. Curated with something different every month for a low price. My THC box is like quite a few other monthly subscriptions that are out there. But I'll leave a link for My THC box and all these groups that I'm talking about down below. But the one thing that struck me about My THC box is that, from what I understand, they have been in business for less than a year. And it's the only subscription company that I could find that actually donates back a portion of the proceeds that they get for their monthly boxes. If I'm not mistaken, as of right now, it's $1 per box that they donate to. And it was funny, when I looked it up, they happen to support NORML and Parents for Pot. And they're, to date, from, let me see, April 13th, 2016, they have donated a total of $2,500 to the NORML Foundation, or the NORML organization, and a total of $250 to Parents for Pot. Guys, I mean, if nothing else speaks volumes about them other than that, then that should be enough. I mean, an infant or a child, a company in its infancy, is essentially giving their profits out to help support legalization and the reform of marijuana laws or cannabis laws throughout the nation. And I think that speaks volumes about the owner, Mary, from My THC box. Again, I'll leave the link down below for them. Fester, thanks for turning me on to them, man. And then something else that I wanted to talk about for everybody up and down the East Coast, they have the Unity Cipher. And the best way that I can describe it, guys, is, you know, the Olympics has a torch, well, the Unity Cipher has a joint. Yep, that's right, guys. A big, pretty much life-size joint. That is a torch. It'll be lit. It'll be passed down from state to state on the East Coast. It'll stop in Washington. It's going to stop in North Carolina somewhere. It's going to be stopping in Georgia and Atlanta up there. I know that we here in Jacksonville are trying to get it for between 1 to 3 days. I think we're supposed to pick it up at the airport, and then it'll be passed on to Gainesville's NORML from there, and then its final and last stop will be in Miami. But I'll leave a link for the Unity Cipher's schedule and everything. It is subject to change as new groups are asking to have the torch. And again, I'm here in Florida, guys, and November is when we vote on Amendment 2 for the medical marijuana here in the state of Florida. Guys, I can't say enough, if you're here in Florida and you can vote, get out and vote, guys. I do have a Facebook page that is dedicated to nothing but studies and educational information. It's Medical Marijuana and Floridians on the Front Line. I'll be sure to leave a link for that down below as well. But like I was saying, guys, I mean, get out and get active. I mean, it's great sitting back, being a supporter of this, that, and the other, but what really matters is when you get out there and you can donate your time, you can spread the word, and you can kind of enlighten somebody. Turn them off of the negative stigma that's wrapped around the cannabis community. But I appreciate y'all guys tuning in. I hope y'all like what you've seen. Again, I want to run over those groups real quick, which is NORML, the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws, LEAP, which is Law Enforcement Against Prohibition, Parents for Pot, My THC box, and the 2016 East Coast Unity Cipher, guys. Look for all that in the description down below. Again, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Have a lifted and blessed day, and always stay lifted, but above all, stay true. Peace! Oh yeah, real quick, I forgot to mention, my boy Greg from Benstone Clothing is having a giveaway. Look for the photo at the end. I'll leave a link to his webpage down below and to his social sites. I believe he's on InstaSlam and all that stuff, so I'll make sure I leave that information down below, guys. Check him out, and hey, who knows, you might win. Alright, take it easy and stay lifted, guys.